Today I would like to do a quick follow-up video to my original Ruger Wrangler 22 review. Quite a long time ago when it was new, I got this Ruger Wrangler in black Cerakote, and I did a review of it, showed some wear on the Cerakote and on the cylinder and some stuff like that. And I'd like to just go over a quick review now that I've owned it for a while, and it has a little over 600 rounds through it, so this will be a 600 round review. I'm gonna just show how accurate I think it is, quickly go over what the wear and tear on it looks like, and some things that I noticed having owned it this long. So the first thing I'd like to say is it's been a great gun. It really has had no malfunctions. There's been no appreciable wear since the original video. I want to show you this target real quick. So this is 24 shots at 7 yards, and that's pretty accurate representation of basically how you could shoot this thing all day long. Basically there's about 10 shots right in this hole and a few flyers, and you know, with 22 ammo you kind of get what you get. That was not a slow fire target or anything, that's just me plinking away. So it's a relatively accurate gun, it's a good gun. I would recommend it to anybody that wants to get an inexpensive 22 for shooting, you know, going to the range and plinking. I used it a lot and I really like it. There's a couple things I noticed right off the bat. If you look right up here, the front of the top strap where the forcing cone is, you get a lot of buildup of lead and carbon and stuff in there. I've actually cleaned this before this video, probably about a week ago, and cleaned this gun up really well and scrubbed out a lot of the buildup in there, but it still does build up in there. So if you're looking at one of these guns, there's a couple things that you need to know about it. It builds up in there, and in the back of the cylinders where you load the ammunition, it builds up in there as well. There's quite a bit of buildup. Happens quick when you're shooting the gun. Back in here where there's a recess cut out for the rim of the cartridge, after, you know, probably 18 to 24 rounds, it starts to get filled up with gunk in there. But it's okay, you could just keep kind of forcing them in, and they'll keep shooting and shooting and shooting. Now, in the original video, I showed the wear on the back of the cylinder here. It has gotten slightly more wear, and there's a little bit of wear on the sides, you know, from this pin down here rubbing on the cylinder as it rotates, but it's no big deal. The chips in here really slightly bigger than it was, but nothing major. The inside of the frame here, definitely more wear, but not ridiculous. Again, wear in here, wear in there, definitely a lot more, but it's not like it's flaking off everywhere. And what happened with that whole deal was, after making the video, several people suggested, oh, you need to contact Ruger, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna just send them an email with a link to my video. And so I did. And the same day, Ruger customer service sent me back an email. The same day that I sent them an email showing them the wear on my gun and explaining it to them, they wrote me back within a few hours and said, the gun should not look like that. That's not how it's supposed to be. If you would like us to fix it, send it back to us. We will do what we have to do to fix it, and we will recoat the gun. So in the email, the guy said they may have to shave off a little of the cylinder, and they would do whatever they needed to do to fix it. Now, I opted to not send the gun back to them, because at the time, I just wanted to keep it, I wanted to shoot it, I didn't want it tied up for days, weeks, months, whatever. I just wanted to shoot it. And it's been a great gun. So, it's accurate, I haven't had any misfires, any problems with it at all, other than things you need to know. It gets a lot of buildup up in there. It gets buildup in here. And something I noticed right away, there's no index mark anywhere on this cylinder. So what happens is, if you want to know which cylinder is 1, which cylinder is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around, there's no marks on it to tell you. Normally on a revolver there'll be index marks, at least 1 index mark, but sometimes 2 on the cylinder, so you know where you started and where you ended. If you do any work to it, if you polish it, if you clean it, you need an index mark, a place to tell you which cylinder you started with. So what I did, and you may not be able to see it right here, right there, I made my own index mark with a little punch, because it became very annoying to me that I was unable to figure out which was which. You know, I'd be cleaning it and I'd say, was that the first cylinder or the second cylinder? Well, I need to put a mark there. So that's what I did. Okay, but the gun's been great. Ruger's customer service, the offer to fix it, and the speed with which they got back to me was fantastic. Again, you get some buildup there, you get some buildup back here, but if you keep it clean, you know, and I've tried to keep it clean, it runs great. It has run great. Again, it has a little over 600 rounds through it. There's no real appreciable wear anymore on this Cerakote, other than the places where it originally got wear. They have a little bit more, but it's sort of backed off. And they did tell me at customer service they didn't think it would get worse, but offered to fix it. So it's been a great gun. I would definitely recommend it to anybody who's looking for a inexpensive 22 for playing with at the range. As always, thanks a lot for watching, and have a great day.